Hi, my name is Maria Buchko, and I am a student kinesiologist with a major in adapted physical activity from the University of Alberta. I have a passion for play, working with others, and providing inclusive physical activity environments. Currently, I am working with Edmonton Catholic School District as a physical literacy and healthy living advocate for the students. During this time, I'm working in a multidisciplinary setting where I get to work with different professionals ranging from occupational therapy to district consultants and teachers. Here, I have to work on my communication and team working skills, as it is the best way to provide the most holistic and inclusive programming for the students in the district. Prior to this, I was part of the Play Around the World program from the University of Alberta. Here, we were in Calgary facilitating free play, programming, and learning about different events that is out of the Vivo Play project. During this time, we had to work with the COVID restrictions, so we were constantly adapting our timeline, our programs, and trying to change how we can facilitate play even remotely and when we could in cohorting. Here, we also created an adapted play handbook, which provided tips and tricks on how to create a more inclusive play environment outdoors, as sometimes it's not always the most inclusive, and play is such an important part of childhood learning and growth. In the future, I hope to continue working with many different professionals and with many different people of all abilities and ages, as well as I hope to work in facilities outside of a gym or school setting, such as in the mountains. So I have a background. This is what made me excited about the Rocky Mountain Adaptive Club. So I have a background working with people of all abilities, especially physical and cognitive disabilities, as well as I grew up in the mountains. So I love biking and hiking and paddleboarding and doing all the kinds of physical activity outside. I am excited to potentially help facilitate adaptive ways to include these individuals in those sorts of activities, since it's kind of rare to see them on the trails on any kind of Saturday. I also have a bunch of new programming experiences with creative ideas that I would love to implement within these kinds of programs, as well as I have a big belief in autonomy and client autonomy and working together to create goals and programming that can help the individual feel super excited about what they get to do during that day and in their own program. So working collaboratively helps to generate different ideas within myself and also to bounce ideas off of the clients and what they want to see, do, and what they need, as well as, since I am an able-bodied person, I do not know what their limits, what other people can do, what they want to be able to push through and what they can't. And so you have to be able to work collaboratively in that sort of aspects in order to be safe and secure and to build trust between each other, but also to have a safe and fun working environment in which you can potentially push people past out of their comfort zones. So that's super exciting, and I believe can be facilitated through this programming experience with Rocky Mountain Adaptive. There's been one challenge that I noticed within my practicum that has greatly helped me in my own facilitation and leadership. One time, my student teacher that I was working with, who helps me with my own programming and usually leads, and I just help to facilitate in the background, he was sick and we didn't have enough time to get a substitute, so I was left by myself to lead an entire day of classes in physical literacy. He gave me some ideas, but not the whole plan of what should be done that day, so I had to come up with my own plan, know how to adapt it for the students who may have motivational problems or even physical and cognitive disabilities, as well as how to facilitate it within a group setting, since I've never really done that as a teacher. So throughout the day, I had to rely on the collaborative experience of the students, as well as with the EAs and other teachers that were around me. But I also got to be a teacher and a leader for the first time, and it was super exciting. And over the day, I got to practice my public speaking skills, and my confidence grew in my own abilities. and my word choice became more precise and concise and more straightforward, so that I didn't have to spend as much time rambling on and explaining things when we could be going out and playing. So that was super fun. And now I even choose willingly to facilitate and lead group activities throughout the day during my school experiences. So thank you so much for this opportunity. I hope to hear back from you soon, and I look forward to potentially working more with you in the future. So thank you, Rocky Mountain Adaptive.